with the new head coach in Arizona, and he wants Kyle Murray so bad. So, with the first pick of the 2019 NFL Draft, the Arizona Cardinals select Kyle Murray out of Oklahoma. This guy is going to make this franchise so much better. With Josh Rosen, I see him trade to the Patriots with the first round pick or the Chargers. With the second pick of the 2019 NFL Draft, I can see the 49ers going no other way than Nick Bosa, the best player out of the draft from the Ohio State. With the addition of Solomon Thomas a couple years back, and DeForest Buckner, and the new trade from Chiefs, Dee Ford, this pass rush will be at least the top 5 in sacks this season. With the third pick of the 2019 NFL Draft, the Jets draft Josh Allen out of Kentucky. He's going to be one of the best edge rushers out of this draft, and he's going to be fit perfectly in the Jets. With the addition of C.J. Mosley, it's going to be a perfect fit, and with Leonard coming after the quarterback and Josh Allen, there'll be no way of stopping this pass rush. With the fourth pick of the 2019 NFL Draft, I have the Raiders selecting Quinton Williams out of Alabama. The Raiders are going to be shocked how Quinton Williams, the second best player in the NFL Draft, in my opinion, slipped to the number 4 slots. He's going to be great, and the Raiders are going to fit him in perfectly, and a great replacement for Khalil Mack. With the fifth pick of the 2019 NFL Draft, I have the Buccaneers selecting Devin White out of LSU. He's going to be one of the greatest linebackers coming out of this draft, and easily be a top 5 within 3 years coming into the league. He's one of the fastest linebackers, running a great 40 and having a great combine throughout the whole year. He's one of my favorite players in the NFL Draft, and I can promise you this, top 5 within 3 years. With the sixth pick, New York Giants are selecting, obviously everyone says Haskins, but I say they drafted a bigger need in left tackle and Juwan Taylor. Juwan Taylor is a great pass blocker and run blocker. He'll give Eli a better chance to throw the football down the field to Shepard and Golden Tate, and give big lanes for Barkley to make big runs happen. So, with the seventh pick of the 2019 NFL Draft, I have the Jacksonville Jaguars selecting T.J. Hawkinson out of Iowa. He's going to be a great pass catcher and one of Nick Foles' favorite targets, and he's a great run blocker. He's going to open up lanes for Fournette to run down the field. With the eighth pick of the 2019 NFL Draft, I have the Detroit Lions drafting Ed Oliver out of Houston. This will be a great selection. He's been slipping down and down draft boards, and the Lions are going to get a steal of the draft. With all additions of the wide receivers that the Bills got this free agency, I do not see a wide receiver at the first round pick. So, with the ninth pick of the 2019 NFL Draft, I have the Buffalo Bills selecting Jonah Williams out of Alabama. My biggest surprise of the 2019 NFL Draft is the Broncos selecting Daniel Jones out of Duke. The reason is this, is Daniel Jones is very connected to Peyton Manning, and Peyton Manning is one of the reasons why he came out of college to enter into this 2019 NFL Draft. With the connections between John Elway and Peyton Manning, I can see them selecting Daniel Jones as the next franchise quarterback. With Andy Dalton not working for the Bengals offense and the new addition of a head coach, I see the Bengals drafting Dwayne Haskins out of the Ohio State, and I can see him not starting right away, but soonly, a couple weeks later, taking the job from Andy Dalton's hands. Okay, with the 12th pick, I do not see the Packers going nowhere close to a wide receiver this early. Maybe the 30th pick, but they need major help on offensive line. Rodgers getting injured way too much. They need to protect him. So, the 12th pick of the 2019 NFL Draft, I have the Green Bay Packers selecting Andrew Dillard out of Washington State. I will show you clips of him, but there's nothing really with highlights. So here's a picture of him. He had a great combine. He's going to protect Aaron Rodgers, and he's going to be a great tackle for the Green Bay Packers. With the 13th pick of the 2019 NFL Draft, I have the Miami Dolphins selecting Rashawn Gary. They're going to be very surprised that this player with this much talent gone all the way down to the 13th pick. I like him, yes. Don't see him being a huge player in the NFL, very average, but he's going to be a great player for the Dolphins' young core. With the 14th pick of the NFL Draft, I have the Atlanta Falcons selecting Clinton Ferrell out of Clemson. He's going great with the last year or the year before edition of McKinley and Vic Beasley's great season in 2015. With his best end, they'll go to their pass rush and be at least the top 10 in pass rushing this year. With the 15th pick of the 2019 NFL Draft, the Washington Redskins select Greedy Williams out of LSU. He's a very good ball-hawking corner, very lazy on tackling, but he's going to be great for the Redskins' pass defense. Josh Norman needs help back there, and the Redskins deliver by drafting Greedy Williams to the Redskins. With the need of pass rushing for the Panthers, I have them selecting with the 16th pick of the 2019 NFL Draft, Brian Burns out of Florida State. He has a great first step as Von Miller did when he came into the league. I can see him being really good for the Panthers and getting a career high this season, 10 sacks. The Giants fans, your prayers have been answered. With the 17th pick of the 2019 NFL Draft, the Giants select their franchise quarterback in Drew Lock out of Missouri. This guy has a cannon. I think Eli will start at the beginning of the season, but I think Drew Lock will take the job later in the year and come out to be a really good quarterback and a great draft pick by the Giants. Okay, so Minnesota, center, I can see a big need for this, but I don't think it's 100% guaranteed, but I've been watching a lot of mock drafts, and I can see them drafting this player. So, with the 18th pick of the 2019 NFL Draft, I have the Minnesota Vikings selecting Garrett Bradbury. He's a great center. He's going to help the Vikings protect Kirk Cousins in the backfield and open holes for Dalvin Cook. Hopefully Dalvin can stay healthy. And I think Bradbury will be a great selection for the Vikings this year. The Titans are so surprised that this player has dropped to 19th and they're just abolished. So, with the 19th pick of the 2019 NFL Draft, the Tennessee Titans select DK Metcalf. What a beast he was in college. What a beast he was in the NFL Combine. Just imagine what he can do with the Titans and Corey Davis and Delaney Walker, Derrick Henry by his side. The guy's going to have a great year with the Tennessee Titans, whether it's with Marcus Mariota or Ryan Tannehill. We don't know right now. My guess, Marcus Mariota, but if I really think about it, they're going to probably get Buccaneers, half Ryan, half Mariota, as the Buccaneers did with Ryan and Winston. With the 20th pick in the NFL Draft, the Pittsburgh Steelers select Devin Bush. The Steelers are trying to find a replacement for Ryan. This player is going to make the Steelers so much better on defense and better tackling group. Devin Bush will be, in my opinion, Defensive Rookie of the Year. He will surprise everybody with a lot of tackles, with 100 plus and 8 sacks this season. With the news of Montez Sweat's heart condition, he has dropped all the way down to 21. So, with the 21st pick of the NFL Draft, the Seattle Seahawks select Montez Sweat out of Mississippi State. This will be our perfect replacement to Frank Clark, which was traded today to the Chiefs for the first round pick, second, and third. And they gave Frank Clark for the second pick and third. With this pick of Montez Sweat, it will look like the Seattle Seahawks have won the trade. With the 22nd pick, the Baltimore Ravens select Marquise Hollywood Brown. They are not afraid to grab these glammy players that everyone has so much hype on, and people say they're busts because they're ones. For Lamar Jackson, for instance, he's a running back at the quarterback position. Look how he did this year. He did great this year. Add Marquise Brown, he will be a great player. He might have undersized, but this guy got heart, and he will play the best football in the NFL. Back-to-back Sooners going down this draft. 22nd was Marquise Brown. So, with the 23rd pick in the NFL Draft, the Houston Texans select Cody Ford. What a great player he is. He's going to help out that line so much. Texans have been struggling to protect Watson for 2 years now. I know. The Raiders drafted defensive lineman the 4th pick. Just hear me out. This is to Washington Post. This is the 10th best player in the draft, and he's going to the 24th pick. Are you kidding? That's a steal. You must go grab him out of this draft. So, for the 24th pick in the NFL draft, I have the Raiders selecting Christian Wilkinson out of Clemson. This guy can ball. Just imagine him and Quentin Williams going after the quarterback. The Raiders will have a pass rushing the quarterbacks to throw it, and have the quarterbacks get better interceptions than last year. They had a huge trouble getting the ball out of the quarterback's hands. These two guys will come to the NFL ready and get ready to make the Raiders defense one of the best. Later in the draft, it gets harder to pick. So, this is one of the best players, in my opinion, the best safety in the draft. And the Eagles need help in their secondary. So, I have them drafting Jonathan Abram out of Mississippi State. What a great, hard-hitting corner, or safety. He's like one of the modern-day Jamal Adams and the safety from Chargers. What's his name? Comment in the comments what his name is. Josh. What's his name? Derwin James. There we go. Derwin James. He's going to be one of those guys coming in the NFL making an impact right away. The Eagles are getting a huge steal in this pick where he should have gotten in the top 15 easily. Okay, back-to-back Mississippi players are off the board right now. So, one of the best players, somehow he dropped it all the way down to 26 to the Colts. To fix up this core, young defensive core, really good with Leonard. So, addition to this core, the 26th pick in the NFL draft, I have him drafting Jennifer Simmons. Right there, Jennifer Simmons. What a pass rusher. He's going to get to the quarterback for the Colts and bring him back to the playoffs and be a great Super Bowl contender this year. Another guy I couldn't find his highlights, but John Gruden knows how important it is to defend or block the quarterback and not get him injured. So, with the 27th pick in the NFL draft, the last of the 3 picks that Oakland Raiders have, they draft the prospect of Ole Miss, Greg Little. He is going to be a great blocker for Derek Carr and give him more time to throw in the pocket to throw to his wide receivers. I don't know the Chargers that well, so this is the best player available in my opinion. I can see him easily making a huge surprise and drafting William Greeter, but it's kind of a reach. So I can see Dexter Lawrence out of Clemson going to this pick. He's a great defensive player. A lot of people say he might be a huge bust, but I can see him easily being a top 10, 15 best defensive tackle in our league. There's not really depth in that position at all, so he could be really good there. He probably won't start this year, probably sit down behind all the guys. He might come out or balling for the Chargers. Might be a huge steal. I wouldn't say he would be a defensive rookie or anything, but he's a good player and be a great player for the Chargers if they select him. The Legion of Boom is gone. Only left is Bobby Wagner and Cliff Avril. So, with the loss of Cam Chancellor to retirement and Thomas to the Ravens and Sherman to the 49ers, they need major help in secondary. So, with the 29th pick from the Kansas City Chiefs from the trade with Frank Clark, the Seahawks select Darnell Savage out of Maryland. He's been climbing up draft boards very high lately. I can see him easily going here and be a great player for the Seahawks, who can help their secondary very fast and very good. With a huge need in Green for wide receiver, they finally get the 30th pick from the Saints last year. They select A.J. Brown with the 30th pick of the NFL draft. This guy can ball. Aaron Rodgers will get another target in the red zone. 6'1", he's a beast. Him and Dante Adams could be one of the best duo threats in the league easily. I can see easily the Patriots trading up for this player. I can see the Titans getting this player. If this player goes past the top 20, the Patriots will make a move and grab this player. But with this mock draft, there's no trades. So the 31st pick in the NFL draft, I have the Los Angeles Rams drafting Noah Fant out of Iowa. Why not draft a tight end? make this offense even more explosive, and come at the Super Bowl champs next year, Patriots, because we all know we're going to see them next year. Who's going to stop them? No one. So, with this said, Noah Fant will be a great addition to this offense and make the field spread way more and make this one of the best offense in the league. With the retirement of Gronk, that's a surprise for everybody. Great player. Since the huge need of tight end, that's a huge role in New England. So I can see him drafting with the 32nd pick at the NFL draft, drafting Smith out of Alabama. Great vertical player and a great red zone target for Tom Brady to throw to. Gives him more targets too since they just have Edelman now. Since Chris Hogan left, Gronk, they need offensive weapons. They've been losing like this. Josh Gordon gone. They need offensive weapons now, and this is a great player to select with the 32nd pick. Thanks for watching, everyone. There will be a video tomorrow with trades. So like and subscribe and turn the notification button on. I'm TCJ for life. See ya.